Hi everybody, hey, it's George here. Wanted to take a few moments to talk to you about fall maintenance items on your home. Autumn is right around the corner, and these fall maintenance items that I'm going to discuss with you today are probably the most important things you need to make sure you're doing to your house every year in order to keep up your investment so it performs over the long haul. The most important of those fall maintenance items, in my opinion, is your concrete maintenance. It's very, very important to seal your concrete, your driveway, and your sidewalks. In northeastern Ohio here, most of your municipalities, your cities, and your townships, they're putting enhanced chemical de-icers on the roads to keep them ice-free. When you plow your driveway with a snowplow or you drive your car up your driveway, that road salt, the enhanced salt, is dripping onto your concrete. Without a good sealer on the concrete, that road salt helps the snow and ice melt, and it soaks into the pores of your concrete, and then when it freezes at night, causes your concrete to spall or crack and chip. So very, very important to seal your concrete. Attached to this video, we have a fall maintenance tips blog that I did. In that, we have a really good local shop where you can go to get your sealer, and he can answer all your specific questions. But very important to seal your exterior concrete. Also, very, very important that you don't park your cars in the same place on the driveway, because then the salt is constantly dripping in that spot. Also, extremely important that you never use a metal shovel or an ice pick on your driveway if it gets iced over. And really, really important, if you're going to use a snowplow contractor, make sure he's properly setting his plow shoes. The blade of the plow should not be scraping the concrete. It'll cause your concrete to chip. He should have a shoe that keeps the blade a half inch or so above the concrete. So if he's plowing your driveway and you're seeing the concrete, he does not have his plow shoes set properly, and it will cause damage to your driveway. What's the best thing you can do to prevent driveway damage? Use a snow blower instead of a snow plow. Next thing, we're going to talk about your gutters. Okay, so I'm here at the front of my house to talk to you about gutters and downspouts maintenance. So with your gutters and your downspouts, it's very important after all the leaves have fallen off the trees, which is typically around mid-November, to clean out all the gutters on your home. If you have a ladder and if you're comfortable, you can do it yourself, or you can hire a contractor to do it for you, but it is critical to clean your gutters. If you don't do that, the gutters are full of leaves. Then in the wintertime when it's snowing and the snow's melting, the water can't run in the gutters. So what does it do? It backs up under your shingles, causes ice dams, and causes roof leaks. So very, very critical to clean those gutters every fall after the leaves fall. Okay, so now I'm out at the back of the house here, and we got a garden hose attached to one of the outside water spigots of the house. Probably you aren't aware of this, but leaving your garden hose attached to the spigot over the winter can allow the line to freeze inside the house. These are frost-free spigots, but having a garden hose attached to it negates that frost-free feature of the spigot. So very, very critical to unhook all your garden hoses from your spigots during the winter. If you don't and it freezes, it's going to rupture inside the house and flood your basement. So very critical item. So the next item I wanted to talk to you about for fall maintenance is inspecting all your caulking. On the outside of the home, check the caulk at your gutters. You may have caulk on your siding or around your doors or windows. You should inspect all that and re-caulk as necessary. Inside, caulking, very important to check the caulk around your sinks, around your showers, and your tubs. And I'm actually standing in here in a tile shower because re-caulking your tile shower, if you have a tile shower, is the most important caulking that you need to do. It should be done once a year. Reason why is everywhere two surfaces meet inside your tile shower, that is actually caulk, not grout. It's caulk so that as surfaces move, it can expand and contract. Negative is all those chemicals that we use to clean our tubs and showers, they degrade that caulk over time. So If that caulk degrades, it can lead to a leaky shower. So the most important caulking that you need to check and redo every year is the caulking in your tile shower. So everything we've talked about so far has been protecting the investment, the monetary investment you have in your house. But now we're going to talk about protecting your family. The most important safety thing that you have in your house today is these smoke detectors. And they have batteries in them, and the battery needs to be replaced once a year. So I recommend, as part of your fall maintenance schedule, you go to every smoke detector and replace the battery. They're 9-volt batteries. Just need a short step ladder, but you should replace every single battery in the house once a year. If by chance you hear a chirping in your house, that typically is one of the smoke detectors telling you that the battery's low. But as long as you replace them once a year, every fall, you won't ever hear that sound. Okay, so I'm down here in my basement next to the furnace. Very, very important to change your furnace filter regularly. At a minimum, that should be once a year, but I'd really recommend that you do it every 6 months. So every fall at least, please replace your furnace filter. And better yet, you might want to get on the furnace contractor service program. Well, they'll come out twice a year, clean and inspect the furnace just to make sure you don't have any problems on the horizon. Okay, so the final tip I got for you on fall maintenance is related to your sump crock. Now, some of you may not have a sump pump. If you don't have a sump pump and your basement is just gravity draining, then you should go out to your backyard and look where that pipe comes out of the ground. Make sure animals haven't made nests or debris hasn't clogged the pipe. But if you do have a sump crock and a sump pump, then this is really a monthly maintenance item. I recommend once a month you should go down into your basement and check your sump pump. What do? You're going to pull the lid off the crock. You're going to reach down in there and pull the float. Make sure that the sump crock is pumping when you pull the float up. And you want to make sure that no debris, gravel, rocks, or sometimes kids' toys get stuff down there. Make sure no debris is maybe going to impede that sump flow. But really, your sump pump you should be checking once a month. And if I was on a gravity basement, I'd probably be walking in my backyard and checking that pipe once a month too. All right, folks, that's it. There's my fall maintenance tips for you. Remember, attached to this email is a PDF file of my blog where I talked about these items where you can get some more information. Just wanted to thank you again for being a customer. We enjoyed working with you, and hopefully you're enjoying your home.